Hey everybody, welcome to our full body day in Deep Fit. You are helping me finish up week 10. So I have a 12 kilogram kettlebell, a 30-pound dumbbell, a set of 25-pound dumbbells, and a resistance band. So let's go ahead and start with a downward facing dog. Tell you what, start at the back of your mat, hinge over those legs, take a couple deep breaths and let your hips kind of shift left and right. Start there. So we have some heavy sets followed up by, or heavy exercises, heavy pieces of work followed up by more plyometric and heart rate intensive exercises. And we'll just be hitting up basically 2 exercises in a block. Walk your hands really far forward. Now we're going to find that downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Take a few deep breaths here. Just kind of settle, recognize and notice where you're coming in mentally, where you're coming in physically. Decide whether you need to really drive and push yourself today or whether you need to give yourself a little bit of space and allowances. Settle down, grab the core, slide those shoulder blades, look left and right, and then up and down. And then go ahead and draw your chest forward, let your hips drop. Flex through the glutes, you can drop onto your knees. Open your feet a little bit wider if you need a little bit more space for your low back. And then go ahead and drive back to that child's pose. Come up to your hands and knees. Let's go through a couple hip openers and then we'll get rolling. So right leg, kick it up and back. Open out to the side. Bring your knee all the way to the elbow and then let it drop down and around. We'll go 3 per side. Open, tuck in, drive back, open, tuck in, and drive back. Other side. Kick it up, open it out, bring it forward, down and around, open, tuck, and then one more. All right. So, like I said, we are going to try to challenge our weight selection just a bit. And our first exercise today is a Turkish get up. So, start on your dominant side, especially if you're not very versed with Turkish get-ups, and I have to say that it's been a while since we've been here, so we'll see how it goes. Make sure your wrist is nice and strong. You're flexing through your upper back to hold support for the weight, right? So your shoulder is not what's holding the weight. It's really the muscles in the back, the core, the legs. So your right leg is bent, left leg out at an angle, left arm out at an angle. Sit up using the core, trying to keep that left heel on the ground. Drive your hips up, tuck your knee under. So you got to drag your leg in, tuck under, lift up, swing your right leg around, step all the way forward, then left leg back, right leg open, plant your left hand, bring your left leg through, sit on the hip, elbow, and lower. Just one more, tuck in. If you need to cut out any portion of the move, then that's great. Maybe you don't do the stand. Maybe you just stay in the sit-up portion. Kick it under, drop, and roll. All right. Slide that weight down, and then we're going to slide it to the other side and hit left side. All right. Left arm up, left leg bent. Grab deep through the core, scoop, sit up, plant onto your right arm, pushing up. Woo, bring that right leg under. So when you draw that right leg under, you're really using flexion through the oblique, core, and lat. Open your knee, kick the leg back forward, elbow, and lower down. So this is about mobility through the hips, strength through the core and the legs, and that shoulder blade, stabilizing in your serratus anterior muscles. Plant your hand, lift the leg, drop onto the hip, elbow, lower, and down. Okay, that's it, just 2. Then we get 5 tuck jumps. If you don't tuck jump, squat, draw your knee, okay? Just 5. Pull your legs as far up as possible. Whew, that's it. Back to the ground. Start. Now let's go back to the right side first. And then the last set, we'll switch to the left. All right. Right arm holds the weight. Right knee bent. Core engaged. Scoop. So you're really punching that right arm up. If you can keep your eyeballs on the bottom of the bell, then that's what you want. Learning curve, keeping things a little bit awkward, depending on how much you've been working out, how long. You've probably noticed newbie gains have diminished. Newbie gains is a total legitimate thing. So if this is kind of kinking your style, making you not feel super fluid or coordinated, it's actually a good thing. Same for me. If you didn't notice, I start flopping all over the place. We're trying to get strong and healthy, stay young, build longevity, scoop up health span, quality of life, not look like the most fluid, put together person in the world. Step back, open your left leg, plant your right hand, tuck under, and lower down. Sit up using the core. It's that slide under. It's really where you can get a lot of flexion. Watch that pelvic alignment. Keep your stacked shoulder over that hand over the shoulder. All right. Back to our tuck jumps. Trying to get super nice and high. Swing the arms. Super tuck jumps. All right. Left arm first. Left arm up. Left leg bent. Flex in. Sit up. Stack. We're not rushing. We're not sliding. Get things set. You should feel challenged with your weight selection, unless this is the first time you're doing a Turkish get up. You could totally go body weight. Sit up. I want to get this full. Come on, Kelly. Flex in. Focus. There it is. There it is. Nice job. Still strong. Now set it down. Other side. It's crazy how much weight people can get up to doing these if you really focus and build it into your constant regimen. There are Turkish get up masters for sure. Being able to get up off the ground with weight overhead, getting your hips into these different angles and ranges of motion. Super money. Big money. Health money. The type that's worth it. All right, back to those tuck jumps. Make them really big. All right, come down to the ground, hands and knees. Go through a couple cat-cow. Just check in. I'm already sweating. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but getting full body tension and under load can really heat up those core temperatures. Left arm, slide it up and then under. Just a couple breaths. Other side. Up and under. Beautiful. All right. Next up, we're going to do an overhead press, 10 mountain climbers, and 10 plank jacks. Okay, if you don't do mountain climbers and plank jacks, stay up, do high knees, and jumping jacks. Try to get the heart rate up. That's the goal. All right, get your weights geared up. Let's mentally connect. I hope you have access to heavy weights. If not, go ahead and get started. You don't need to find as much mental connection. Still there, pretend you're going heavier. All right, we're in rep ranges, 5 to 10. Elbows out wide. Keep the core strong. Use the upper back. Find your core. 8 is my number. All right, here we go. Mountain climbers. Make sure the shoulders really high over the wrist. 8, 9, 10 plank jacks. 10. There's 1. 2 to go. All right. Bring it back. Grab your hands. Hinge over your legs. Feel strong. Feel energized. Don't forget how important our stance is. Just 5 that time. All right. Back to your high plank. Set up your core. 8, 9, 10. 10. The key to quick plank jacks is keeping your shoulders really far forward so that you don't have a lot of weight on your feet. Grab those hands again. Heart rate drops just a little. All right. See what we got. Last set here. All right. Almost didn't make it. Here we go. That's what you want. That's when you know you have the right weight selection. Perfect. Slide back. Enjoy your child's pose. And then we're going to go back to that thread the needle. Come up to your hands and knees. Inhale, rotate your right arm up. Exhale, slide it under. Stretching through the side. Okay, other way. Inhale, rotate the left arm up. Exhale, stretch through. So your thread the needle is really good to help stretch across that mid delt through the back, but it's also really good to get some pull through the hips and the back. All right. Let's see. Next up, we have an overhead tricep and 10 Mary Katherines, 10 per side. If you prefer a skull crusher from the ground, feel free. You can lie on your back and skull crush. You can also do kickbacks. You kind of find your preferred. You can also hold the bell however you want, like this. Sometimes it's better to hold two separate ones. Belly strong. Find your stance. We want to squeeze your elbows toward one another as much as possible. Check in with your core. Your knees stay soft. All right. That's it for me. Set up your jump lunge position. You can also just shuffle lunge. Find your full range drop. Finding that push as much as you can through the glute. Let's go a wide range on the legs. Slide to one side. Feel your back. Get a nice little pull. And then the other. All right, we're going to go back into our overhead triceps. As always, hit it up if you're ready. We have definitely been focused on some heavier weight. That's what we got to do. Keep building that muscle. Keeping solid bone health. Pay attention to where your pelvis is. Shoulders, neck relaxed. Tighten your belly. Elbows squeeze in. Neck relaxed. Perfect. Whew. All right, back to our Mary Katherines. All right, enjoy your little stretch again. One more set here, and we get to move on. It's a nice thing about these little blocks. 2 exercises, 3 rounds in a row. It goes quick. Feel it. Squeeze those elbows in. Keep your pelvis neutral and stable. Try to go for lots of extension on your arms. to those jump lunges. Find a little more core, a little more thigh. Grab those glutes. Nice job. Okay, lying back. We're going to cross our left ankle over the right knee. Make sure your right foot is out, lined up with your hip, right hip. Then rotate your legs to the right. Let your left knee open. Notice that heart rate. Good work. Roll in. Set up that left side. Right leg crosses over. Right knee opens out. Drop it down. Make sure you didn't move the left foot toward the midline. Make sure your shoulders are pulling back and the right knee is dropping away from the torso. All right, roll it in. Okay, we're going to use that band now. If you don't have a band, you can grab a dumbbell, mid to low weight dumbbell, 10-ish pounds probably. So we're going to bring our right leg forward, left leg back. Take your strap and then probably just a little wider than your shoulders, and then wrap your wrists and palms around. So tighten between your front heel and your back toe, and then lift your knee barely up off the ground in the back. So tighten between the front heel and back toe. Then chop across and to the right. Chop. Lots of core. Hips stay level. See if you can pull that back arm away. Keep your front knee right on top of the heel. Pelvis stays neutral and stable. 2 more. All right. Whew. Drop the back knee and then switch your sides. Ready, set, curl the back toes under. Find traction. Here we go, chop. Find your core. Find your upper back. Keep your pelvis stable. Thighs strong. 1 more. All right, good job. Come up and we're going to get a squat jack. Sinking nice and low, belly strong. See, I'll go this way. Start narrow, and then you're going to sink out wide. 2, 3, opening from your hip joints. And done. Okay, there we go, leg round. Shake those legs. Stretch over your legs. Shake them out. All right, we'll go left leg forward first. Right leg back. Find your flexion through those thighs. Traction. Here we go. Exhale with that turn. Get into the core. And we're going to switch it up. Ready, set, and go. Find traction. These should burn like nuts. Find traction. 9 and 10. Oh, look out. All right, here we go. Sink deep. Find those glutes. Oh, shaky legs. All right, one last set, and then we'll get our stretch. Big quad burner. Try to find your glute on the front leg. If you need to, drop the back knee, but still find that traction. You can still find heat. Ready? Go. Tighten the belly button back. 9, 10. Oh. All right, left leg forward, right leg back. Hip width. Here we go. 1. Keep it up. 1 at a time. 7. Focus on your breath. Last one. 10. Oh. Here we go. Let's do this. 9, 10. Oh boy. Whew. All right. Lie down on your back. Set your feet up, hip width, and then take them a little wider, about mat width, depending on how long your legs are. Rotate both legs to the left. Put your left foot on top of the right knee. Send oxygen to those quads. Roll the shoulders down. Release. Bring the legs up. Oh, flush that puppy. Goodness. And then the other side. Roll over. And then right leg on top of the left knee. Find deep inhales, deep exhales. Release and roll in. Okay. Bring your left leg long. You can come up to seated if that's better. Take your right leg if you can. See if you can grab your foot and let your knee drop down to the ground, opening through that hip flexor and quad. Bring the leg up, wrap it around, same leg, cross over your left knee, Interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Flex both feet. Dig your right elbow into the right knee. Get your glute. All right, extend your right leg long if you can. Pull your left foot back and let your left knee drop. Again, remember you can sit up if that's better for you. Be nice to your body. You don't have to rush in. All right, and then bring that leg up. Cross your left foot over the right knee. Interlace your hands around the right thigh. Flex both feet. Dig your left elbow into the left knee. Pull into the chest, keeping your pelvis square. Relax across your chest and shoulders. All right. Rock and roll your way to seated. We're going to put the soles of the feet together. Grab around the toes, lift up through the chest. See if you can feel your pelvis level off. And then slowly exhale to drop the chest over those feet. Keep your chest pulling forward, but let your neck tuck in. Sit up. We're going to take a twist. Left hand outside the right knee. Rotate over. And then right hand outside the left knee. Rotate over. All right. What fun. Great job. Finished off another week. Enjoy different styles of movement and activity over the weekend. Make sure that you're implementing breath work and a deeper level of fitness, a deeper level of health, deeper level of awareness, and see what you can do with that over the next 2 weeks, and then building into our lifetime. All right. See you very soon.